Okay, chosen one, hear me out before I say this. God takes a sense of joy in the fact of people telling you no. God, the Holy Spirit, takes joy in that. And y'all might be like, well, Heavy, what are you talking about? I don't know about that, but just hear me out real quick. People are supposedly supposed to be a blessing to you, because chosen one, you've been a blessing to so many people. You've been a blessing to so many people that God will test other people when it comes to you. So when you need the job, when you need somewhere to stay, when you need a listening ear, and people just tell you straight up no, that gives God an opportunity to show himself mighty. That's an opportunity for God to put you into a position to not only be approved, but to let the other people know, I have already qualified this one. See, man will tell you no. Man will disqualify you. Man will say you don't deserve what you've got. Man will say you don't deserve the gifts, but God has given it to you. God has qualified the unqualified. That's you, my love. A true chosen one, y'all, we have been through some things and we know we're not perfect. So there are seasons and moments and times where we go through these different kind of avenues, these different kind of opportunities, these different kind of things, connecting with people, needing, let's keep it 100, y'all, needing some outside help. And see, God will use the individual that's supposed to help you, but he's also testing them. I hope it's making sense. I hope it's making sense, because we just getting started. Because you're chosen, because you have a divine assignment on your life, because there's things that you're supposed to do, you're supposed to be in certain areas, in spaces, in places at a specific time, God will use, or he will test different individuals to see if they will do what they're supposed to do concerning you. And somebody just straight up said no. Some people just straight up said, no, this position is not for you. Your family knew they had it and they pretended like they didn't. And they didn't realize that God had put you in front of them as a bait. A lot of time, chosen ones, that's what we're being used as. And y'all hear me and hear me well, because this is not a negative thing. When we say we don't need nobody, we really don't. Our source comes from God. We go to the throne for the things that we need, and then God go to the people that's supposed to help us. Go off, spirit. But if he come and knock on their door and say, I have somebody that's coming from this place, that place, and when they come, I need for you to help my child. I got somebody that need this position right here. So instead of you giving it to your cousin, I need for you to give it to this person right here, because they can get the job done. Somebody had an opportunity to be a blessing to you, and they straight up said no. And what people don't realize when they don't help you, chosen one, is not that they're saying no to you. They're saying no to God. And when he received that message, my love, it's just bit. Thank you for letting me know you're not ready. I'm talking to you, chosen one, when it comes to people. And when God sends you to these spaces, these places, these environments, these connections, when people mistreat you, when people just straight up say no, when they don't want to deal with you because you look like you're not blessed, you look like maybe you didn't come as the chosen one, whatever it is, they'll write you off because of what you look like, my love. And God is saying, you know what? I'm thankful that they did that, because now I'm going to show them that you really are my vessel. You really are my mouthpiece. You really are the one that I've called to them to help them come up and come out. But it was supposed to be a reciprocity type of thing. This connection, that relationship, that job, whatever it is or was, let's clock it. Because I'm talking about people that completely just shut you down, shut you out. No matter what you did, how you said it, when you said it, they just straight up closed the door in your face. And y'all, we'll look at those moments, we'll look at those times, we'll look at those people, and we'll be like, but why did they do that? I'm overqualified for that position. Why did they treat me like that? They know I don't have any other options. This is supposed to be my family. This is supposed to be my friend. This is supposed to be the one that raised me. Why did they do it, God? And God is saying that was a moment for me to prove myself. That was a moment for me to see if these individuals were going to do what I asked them to do. Because what they did not realize, that if they had done what I asked them to do, it would have been a whole blessing to them. A whole blessing, my love. Y'all, whoever, if you're new to this channel, I talk about you being the blessing. It's not to stroke your ego. It's the fact that God sends you into places and spaces and environments and connections and friendships to be a blessing to people. It's a blessing to them because it gives them an opportunity to come out of the hellhole that they're in, even if they look like they physically in a higher position than you. If they got the title as boss, if they got the title as pastor, if they got the title as whatever, it don't even matter when it comes to you, chosen one. And see, people don't understand that, so they try to play God in your life. They know it's something about you, my love. Even if they can't pinpoint it, they feel it. And when they feel that, it makes them feel insecure, or it makes them feel like you don't need it. When God has said, but I'm telling you to bless my child because there's a blessing connected to it for you as well. And some people refuse to see you as the blessing. Go off, spirit. Refuse to see your mantle, to see your gifts, to see your heart, to see that you really keep showing up, giving them things that they don't deserve, and you don't do it because you just out here being a fool. No, you do it because God asked you to do it. And every time you turn around, they slamming that door in your face, telling you no, acting ignorant, always got something to say, and God is keep saying, okay, but turn the other cheek. Okay, but do this. Okay, but do this. Okay, but do this. Chosen one, hear me and hear me well. It's a test for those who you are standing in front of. It's a test for people to get themselves together. They have a choice. When they encounter you, people have a choice. I said in my last video that many are called, few are chosen. When God has handpicked you to go in a specific place, to talk, to connect, to befriend people a specific way, it's for a reason. And people have a choice. They either choose that they're going to treat you like somebody or they don't. And if we keep it 100, they usually choose the latter. Because you don't look like what man think you should look like. You out here saying you blessed and you gifted and you this and you that, but you may not physically look like it because God packaged you that way. You look meek, you look humble, you look gullible, you look all of these things. So people think they can treat you like that. In the moment they disqualify you, they come against you, they talk about you, they do the absolute most, they just straight up say no. God say, bet. Now I can come in and flex. Because can't nobody say that they helped you. Can't nobody take the credit for what God is about to do in your life, my love. So I know it might sound crazy when I said what I said at the beginning, that God takes joy when people just straight up tell you no. And they don't have to. That's the thing. Y'all listen, people don't have to give you nothing. Don't nobody have, I got to say it like this, y'all, because let me just say it like this. Don't nobody have to love you. Don't nobody have to be your friend. Don't nobody have to help you. They don't have to do nothing. It's all a choice. But when people choose to do ignorance towards you or treat you a certain way, when you have come around to be a blessing, there's also consequences. Let's clock it, Spirit. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you right now, my love, when they say no, when they don't help you, when you know these individuals got it because you heard from God and you was like, you know what? God told me to go ask this person. God told me to go befriend this person. God told me to move to this city. God told me to go to this church. And when you get there, you're met with oppositions. You heard correctly, my love. Let me just say that. You heard what you heard. God said what he said. They had an opportunity to do the right thing and they chose not to. My love, chosen one. You didn't miss the mark. You heard correctly about that city, about that person, about that career, about that man, that woman, whoever it is. But when you stepped on the scene with that bright light, they were confused. They were like a deer in a headlight, trying to figure out who sent you. Sometimes people don't know. They don't know. So they want to know who sent you, who told you that, why you said that, why you did that. And instead of them trying to take another look and really get to see who you are, what you carry, what you're all about, what your heart be like, they rather write you off, tell you no, dismantle you, discredit you, make you feel bad, all of that. And God is saying, bet. When they say no, God says yes. When man tell you no, you can't get that loan for that car, God said, watch out. When man tell you no for that apartment, for that loan, for that home, when man tell you no, like I said, you unqualified, overqualified for that position, God said, watch out. Watch out, little. I'm coming in now. Just get out the way. Because I thought you were going to do what I asked you to do, and you chose to take the other route. But God loves that, y'all. It's an opportunity for everybody to do the right thing. It has something to do with you, but it also has something to do with the person that just straight up told you no. It's an opportunity for them to get themselves in alignment with what God is trying to do in their lives. That's why he handpicked you to go to that specific dealership, to go to that specific job, to switch over into that specific career. Whatever it is, my love. He chose you for that. He assigned you to that thing, that person, that situation, because somebody needed to be rescued. And he uses you, chosen one. I told you that bait thing is sounding a little crazy, but he uses you because you look like you're not a blessing. And that's not a dig to nobody. It's not a dig to nobody. God have to even let's clock it. Because even when God raises you up and puts you in your rightful position, you may have the money in your bank account. You may have your home. You may have all of that. But when you go into certain spaces and places, for whatever reason, you feel like, let me dress down. Let me fall back. Let me peep the scene. Let me see what they talking about first. God have you acting that way and showing up that way so that you can observe the room. Let's go off. Spirit. So you can observe the room, see the people for who they truly are before they know who you are. You get to see their character, see just how nasty they are or just how a blessing they could be to people. Sometimes people only be a blessing to those they know they can get something from. And so God will have you showing up, even if you're in a good space and place. He'll have you showing up in a way to where you dress down, you humble, you all by yourself. You're not talking to nobody. You're not trying to befriend nobody. So when you come into the room, you find you a space, maybe right over there in the corner or in the back, because you already know who you are. So you don't need to be in the front and be seen. You can sit back and just watch. Let's go off. Spirit. And so when they come, I don't know why I'm seeing this vision of the church. So when they come through the door, you sitting back there and you peeping the scenes, you reading the images, you feel that the church really ain't running how it's supposed to be running. And God got you back there observing. So the moment you step up to the pastor, to the deacon, to the one that's over the dance ministry, and you saying, you know what, I got a couple ideas. They tell you, no, I got it, my love. Not realizing God was sending you there to be a blessing. That sounds so specific. That's an example, but that's how we operate, chosen one, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not. So you can stand in the room, my love. I don't care, dressed up or dressed down. Whether they appreciate you or don't. Whether they like you or not. You can still stand 10 toes down. God said when they told you no, I'm telling you yes. When they said you couldn't step over into that lane, that arena, you would never be this or that. They said that, but man has nothing to do with what God has already predestined for you, my love. That's what people don't understand when it comes to you. So the last season, last year, other day, they told you no. You messed around and applied somewhere else. You messed around and befriended somebody else that could see you. You messed around and moved to another space, another place. And guess what God did? He came right behind and watered that. And then they talk about why you didn't ask me, why you didn't see me, why you didn't add it. I did. You said no. Even if you didn't say it out your mouth, your actions told me you weren't interested in what I had to offer. So thank you, but no thank you, my love. God loves when people just do that, because that gives him an opportunity to prove himself to you, whether you know it or not. And he don't have to do that, y'all. He does not have to do that, but God take it upon himself to prove himself to you, just like he wants us to prove ourselves to him. And you've been doing that through your obedience, not your perfection, your obedience, my love. So he like, bet they told you no. Okay, let me come through. I don't even know why I heard on my white horses. Let my chariots come through now. Somebody wanted to play God in your life. And they thought when they told you no, they thought when you moved, they thought when they did what they did, that they was holding up your blessing, not realizing that God was coming through on that chariot. Let's go off. Spirit. Coming through on your behalf. When they say no, God says yes. It's an opportunity for him to flex, and he loved to do it, whether people believe it or not. God loves to flex. That's why he tell us to sit down and be humble and hold our mule and hold our tongue and everything else, because he wants to get the glory. Go off, Spirit. When people tell you no, when people mistreat you, when people know they have the ability, the resources, and everything to help you in certain seasons and situations, and they don't, that's an opportunity for God to come right in and to prove himself to you and them. That no that you received, that person that you thought you was going to befriend and they treated you like crap, that home, whatever it is that you did not get, that wasn't for you. So you can rest assured, my love, you can go to sleep tonight. You can move on knowing that if whatever it was, or they, whoever they are, if they did not make it to your now, they weren't supposed to. They weren't supposed to, chosen one. That was only an experience for you. That's it. So you don't have to worry about it no more, thinking that you've missed an opportunity, thinking that you've lost something because you had to disconnect from this person, that thing. Thinking these things is not the truth. If it was for you, you'll have it. If they were for you, you'll be with them. If that apartment, that house, whatever it is was for you, you would have it. It may have served you in a season. I'm talking to those of you who had to let these things go. It may have served you in a season, but if it didn't make it to your new, that means it was not for you. That was a part of your experience, and it was also a burden to you, and God is freeing you from that. My love, I love it When they say no, God says yes. So let them do what they do. Let people do what they do. Let people just be people, y'all. That's all I can say. Let people be people. That's it. Listen, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I have to love y'all so much, y'all, because I be out here straight sweating trying to get these messages out. And it's not that I don't have AC. It's just that when I turn it up, I can't. I feel like it's loud, but I'd rather just sweat, push through, and get this message out for you, y'all. I do. That's my thing. So whoever needs to hear it, maybe it's a season for you to put in a little sweat. You put in a little sweat. It's all right. That person told you no, so God's saying, okay, go over here. Just work just a little bit. It's all right. It's okay. You're going to get what's rightfully yours in and out of season. If you're new to the channel, welcome, my love. It's truth, love, and light over here. I don't know if I said that. Truth, love, and light. Depending on the day, it could be either one of those. I'm just the mouthpiece. That's it. If you're returning, y'all already know I love y'all so much. I thank all of you for your time, your energy, your PayPals, Cash Apps, super thanks, thumbs up, comments, all of that, y'all. I appreciate it because you don't have to be here right now, but you are. So that means you're not only taking your life serious, but you out here, baby love, and you listening to things like this, you don't even realize that you taking yourself serious is making your life just transform in a way like you've never experienced before. Just by listening, y'all. Just by listening. Sometimes that's all we have to do is hear it in order for our lives to change, in order for our perspective to change, in order for us to know. It really wasn't a curse when they told you no. It wasn't a missed opportunity. That was a blessing to you. And for those that knew they had it and they knew what they were supposed to do, God was trying to use them in a season for you, and they decided not to. They're going to have to live with that as well. It just is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. Anyway, I love y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.